Hello everyone, welcome back. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever said something during heat of the moment out of anger which you did not want to say and you regretted later after some time? But when you regretted, the damage is already done by that time. So, do you want to know what is the difference between this instant reaction and a composed response? Which brain part is involved in this instant reaction and which brain part is involved in a logical reasoning or composed response? So we'll check it out today, but before that, do you know what are the benefits or impacts of this quick instant reaction? Number one is you get immediate relief, that you vented out your anger, you wanted to say something, you did that and you are feeling better, but that will last only for short time. But there are more impacts to it. This anger or this instant reaction in long run, it is going to impact your physical health. It is going to weaken your immunity and possibly it is going to spoil some of your important relations or permanent damage in those relations. So if you want to know difference between this spontaneous or instant reaction and composed response, and you want to know how to convert this instant reaction to composed response, I am going to tell you 8 golden rules. 4 will be for short term. Short term means you can use those immediately if you are into that situation, and rest 4 are for long run to permanently fix this. So let's start. I am Karna Patil. We'll look at it in 2 parts. In this video, we'll look at 4 golden rules, which is quick win, which you can do it immediately, and in part 2 we'll look at rest of the 4 golden rules which are required for long-term solution. Number 1, take a pause and delay the response, because when someone is saying something or you got a message or email which made you angry, the immediate reaction comes from your right brain, and that is most of the time full of anger and emotions. So wait for 15-20 minutes. After that, a logical and rational response will come from left side of your brain. We'll see into detail left and right brain, what are their functions when we'll be talking about a long-term solution for this problem. Let's just take an example that you got an email and it is not a very good email. When you read that email, your hands are immediately tensed and you want to type and respond immediately. So it's okay, you write the response, but just do one thing, do not click on the send button. Take a pause, let 20 minutes pass, then revisit, open your email, what you have written, and while reading it, just think that you got this email from someone else and how you are feeling. By that time, your rational and logical response is ready. So reframe that email. There will be many unnecessary words which are hurting, because people don't get hurt when you are actually angry. People get hurt by choice of your words. So just be careful and remove those unnecessary words and try to convert them to better words which will not hurt. If it is during verbal conversation, where you cannot say him take a pause, you can take a break, you can say let's talk offline if it is during the meeting, or just tell let's talk after some time. And during that time, when your logical response is ready, just revise what you want to say and just avoid those words which might hurt that person. Let's take one more example. Let's take example of cricket. In cricket, sledging is very common. When batsman is set, bowler tried everything and batsman is not getting out. So what they do, they sledge and they just try to make that person angry, that batsman angry. So if that batsman decides to immediately react, there are chances that he will play some incorrect shot and he might get out. So is it worth to immediately react in this way? I think no. Number 2, is it a fake trigger? Your body has a defense mechanism. In situations like stress, fear, anger, body releases hormone known as adrenaline. this is also called as fight or flight hormone. So it is making your body ready either to run away from that situation or to fight back in that situation. So what happens when this hormone is released? Your heart rate increases, your ability to feel pain decreases, and you get ready to quickly act in that situation. So this is maybe required when, let's say, you are walking on a roadside and some speedy car is coming towards you. You need to immediately take action. Okay, I don't need to fight with the car, I need to run away. But body mechanism gives this the trigger, and it is same during anger. So you need to identify during anger, do I need to take this action, because your muscles will start getting tense, you are getting ready for the fight. So just take a pause and be aware that I am not in that situation, so I don't need to act like I need to fight. So just try to relax your shoulder. Taking long and deep breaths might help. So you just be aware that I got a trigger, but this is not asking, or this is not requiring for any action as of now. Number 3, anticipate the situation. Most of the times, you know that if I am going into that meeting or if I am going to meet that person and the discussion is around the specific topic, and you might get angry. So try to see if you can avoid the situation. If you cannot avoid, then just revise your response, what you are going to say. Identify few words or sentences which you will not say and find a replacement for those words. For example, like you say you are very selfish. Instead of that, try to say that try to think about others. You might say you are useless. Instead of that, you can say maybe you have potential to do more. So these are just hints. You can find out better words or better sentence replacement for this, which might hurt. And a simple criteria is, if would you like to hear someone saying it to you? If answer is no, avoid those. So this is one of the way to anticipate the situation and get ready for that particular situation. Number 4, resolve the conflict when you are calm. If you are in much anger and other person is also not very calm, so it is better to avoid and try to resolve the conflict during that time. If you try, you will end up both people are talking at the same time and no one is even listening what other person is saying. So better give it some time and then you can resolve it later. Most important thing is, if you are still getting angry or you are still giving that immediate reaction, at least avoid those words which hurt. So some of you might think that your basic nature is aggressive, so it is okay. So being angry and being aggressive are two different things. You don't need to be angry to be aggressive. You can be aggressive even without getting angry or changing your tone. You just need to have right choice of the words. Okay, so let's summarize 4 golden rules. Number 1, take a pause and delay the response. Number 2, is it a fake trigger? Number 3, anticipate the situation. Number 4, resolve the conflict when calm. In part 2 of this video, we'll look at long-term solution for this and we'll look at those remaining 4 golden rules. So what to expect in part 2? So in part 2, we'll look at in detail how our brain works. If you are left brainer or right brainer, how to make optimize use of your brain and how to perfectly balance left and right brain. And there will be many more other things. We'll talk about what are nadis, how they flow energy throughout our bodies and how we can channelize it, how we can control it. So stay tuned for part 2. So if you like my vlog, you can like, share, comment and you can subscribe to my channel. So whenever I post a new video, you will get notification for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care.